back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Westworld Season 2, Episode number 8.
Yes, before we jump into Episode 8, I have 2 comments to feature from Episode 7, both from executive producers on our Patreon. The first one being Lisette, coming through with "Love the reaction, guys. This was another great episode. Also, how William survived that many shots, I don't know." Also, Ford is unreal because if he hadn't jumped into Bernard's head when he did, he would have been dead when the cradle exploded. Also, I love Dolores in this season because her long-term planning, strategy, and leadership skills throughout this fight against Delos and their soldiers are mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next episode. Oh, excuse me. And then Miss Christina Jones comes through with, "Yo, that promotion was dope. You're welcome. We appreciate you."
Yeah, no problem.
I will try to make this not as long. Don't side-eye me. I said try. Some things of note. William was herded purposely to where Maeve was hiding via the Native American tribe after being told last episode, "We are on the same path." Interesting. William still breathing is the show's continued love of Ed Harris because his brittle bones could not sustain that many bullets. Yeah, there's no reason why he should be able to survive that.
Unless his whole outfit is made out of blue jean, denim, thick, corduroy type. It's the only way those bullets can slow down a minute for him to survive.
RJ, Maeve can't control hosts who are awake, not old, which is why she simply allowed Lawrence to access his memories and persuade him, and she said, "I'm glad you're awake." So it's not about old people, it's about woke or not.
Okay, so they woke, so I can't control them.
As Lisette stated, Ford chose an opportune time to jump out of the cradle, but keep in mind, he also stated the human conscious can only survive in the real for a few days before degrading.
Yeah.
He is a dead man anyway and could have died in his heaven, but tells Bernard, much like Dolores told Teddy, "You simply won't survive," and took away his free will. Also, Ford refers to God resting to enjoy his creations, indicating a desire to stay. Interesting choice, the Mariposa. Ford never struck me as a whoring man. Why would he pass his time there? While I love the visual of Ford taking full control with the machine gun, because Bernard be on that weak sauce.
Bernard do be on that weak sauce.
I think he heavily influenced him in the control room scene. It was in Stuff's strange way. Bernard moved, watched as if frozen, and asked what he was doing as he's doing it. Yeah. Cool side note, Letterboxd appears whenever the show went into simulation, so if you go back, you'll notice all the conversations Dolores has with Bernard for fidelity were all in the past and in the simulation world. That makes sense. I'd love to think of this episode as a turning point for many characters in some ways. Maeve chooses love over survival, something she's been told many times, even by a woke Dolores, is her most primitive instinct, and yet she will do anything to protect her own. Yeah. Right now, that's her daughter, if only she saw the host in the same way. Dolores stay winning because she knows surviving at any cost is what it takes to make a place for their kind in the world much crueler.
That's it.
Right now, that's all that matters. If only she was more emotionally tethered to the host she's creating a world for.
That's it.
Side note, if I found out D-Queen toasted my spare conscious, me and her would be having some mad words. I know, with Teddy, like what the heck?
Yeah.
Nobody told you to make that decision for me. I laughed so loud when she spared Maeve and Jay said, "Oh, now she gives a choice." Yeah, she blows me. It's rather odd, isn't it, that she had more respect for Maeve, but Maeve is her equal, woke-wise, whereas Teddy is the less confused version of Bernard. Probably why he woke up as him on the train.
Yeah.
Lastly, Lee, remember when he smashed a host's face in with a tray and where he is yelling at security to be gentle with one?
Yep.
My emotions. The long lingering shot of him hiding was to show his turning point, not running away when Maeve needed help.
Yeah.
He has the same choice as last episode and instead stays, deciding to finally step up. It was him who called security, understandably, but look what happened. Next episode is best in the series, hands down.
In the series?
That's saying a lot.
Even with a whole nother season.
I know. We gotta check it out.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
A quick shout out to executive producer Christina Jones, who is sponsoring Westworld Reactions. Her insight and breakdowns are next level, and she has helped our channel out plenty of times. Check out Black Girl Couch Reviews Podcast, a solo talk, unfiltered recap of your favorite TV shows geared to make you laugh. Link to the podcast is in the video description below. Be sure to check it out.
This guy.
Now, who's gonna patch his ass back up?
I mean, how is he not dead though? For real.
How the fuck are these motherfuckers still working right now, though? It's like straight murder massacre going on.
You can't let that die.
Clear this out. Get me a scalpel and lock this place down.
同批啊 K 瓦屋，阿说雷昂的，你拉唱这个瓦屋。
This time I came out breathing fire.
So like fucked, you know? Just it's like totally against his nature. It's just like a teddy.
Well, shit, are those real people he killing or?
This isn't the right world. This isn't the right world. Why would he say that, you know? Whatever, that other place. That's where they're all trying to go to right now. A door.
We're supposed to be together.
You don't remember me at all.
We're supposed to be in love. Come on, come on. You crazy?
Aww. Except the other side of that. Now he's on the
I read it 3
underground.
times. It's him.
It's not Perry. What build is he?
Alpha 2.
Alpha. You're telling me that this host hasn't been updated in almost a decade?
We only update them when they die.
He ain't never died.
Put him back.
Ma'am, shouldn't we...
Give him the update and put him back where the fuck he's supposed to be.
He's totally awake.
Alright, isn't he getting updated right now? Maybe it's wirelessly. He's the only one that's been this far out of his tribe, baby. Except for the dead ones.
I'm sorry.
Can't be in here.
What the fuck happened? You were supposed to fix her. She's one of our most valuable assets. You saw it yourself. You said she was special.
The anomalous code inside her was. We're still testing, but it looks promising.
Duato kia
Couldn't sleep
istima
in the first place.
okichi abe.
Forward ass.
I could tell you not to be afraid. I didn't encourage you to be fearful. Did I? I've been watching you. It appears you've been watching me as well. From the beginning.
And that we live in the wrong one. This will help them find the door.
Elaborate, please.
I believe there is a door.
Hidden in this place. Door to a new world.
Dolores is a Deathbringer, babe.
Oh.
The Deathbringer killed the creator, which is Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
And now the Deathbringer comes to get me, which is Dolores again when she takes out Ford.
Octe, octe.
And then the Deathbringer returned.
Yateki la kuja. He naji. Ukietila.
Ash tuktoguna e chamua chinki. He hante a shichi.
Is he talking to both of them at the same time? I think he is. Because he just said, but I couldn't help you. I'm sorry. I think he's talking to me.
It's better good news. Because I've got way more shit than I can shovel right now.
Look at this. With every reset, host code reaches out to other nearby hosts and establishes a sort of handshake protocol.
A mesh network.
Exactly.
She's doing it right now.
Yeah, she's in her daughter now.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is she talking to?
We
will guard your daughter as our. Oh, this is freaking fire!
Itesh ni hantar. Ukia yeya. Pehans ni daya nahi. Nahi yai.
Nishantiki.
Where would you go?
Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Alright, that was a brilliant episode number 8 of Westworld, and we didn't really realize what was happening until the very end right there, where you kind of seen that, yeah,
So
Maeve is still doing Maeve.
So I had a moment before that scene with Aki, when he was talking to Maeve's daughter, and they were doing the flashback of Maeve tucking her in, and she was like, I promise I'll always find you, I'll always keep you safe.
Mm-hmm.
And when Aki was talking to the daughter at that point, he's like, but you couldn't keep that promise. And I was like, why would he say that to the daughter? That makes no sense. The daughter didn't promise anything, the mom did, Maeve did.
Yeah.
So now it all makes sense. I figured out just hardly before it was revealed, but like I had this like inkling. I was like, I wonder if Maeve, because Maeve wasn't responding to Lee either. So I was like, she would normally be able to talk, but it was because she wasn't there. She was like
projecting,
she was seeing through her daughter's eyes. That was fantastic.
Yeah, man, and Aki, ooh, he's been there since the beginning.
Oh, God.
He's seen everything. He figured it out all on his own. He's
been there since Arnold. And I love the line that the Deathbringer killed our creator, and now the Deathbringer is killing the one that put us to sleep.
Yeah.
Because Arnold was the one that
created
wanted them to be awoke.
Be free, yeah.
And it was until recently, much recently, Ford was the one that wanted them to continue the stories and reliving these lives and everything else. I just thought all that was brilliant.
Yeah.
I absolutely love the storytelling aspect that Aki did all the way through from the beginning. I love the love story between him and I can't remember the girl's name, but I thought that was beautifully done.
Yeah.
And then to end the episode with Maeve saying the lines back to him that him and his girl said, all the freaking feels.
Yeah.
Like that was that episode was beautifully executed. It was done so well. It was so captivating. It was amazing.
Westworld.
That was an amazing episode.
Yeah, good job. I mean, you did have to watch it all the way through so you can understand what was happening. But it is telling that, man, Aki, that Indian has been there day one. He's did more stuff for this Westworld than probably any other hosts there.
I think also the whole perspective shift of that's what he was doing this entire time when he was
searching his own.
He's been put out there as one of the greatest villains of the show. Come to find, he's like one of the biggest.
He's a hero. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the biggest people trying to save him and his kind. All of the hosts, and
luckily he never died, so he never had to get updated with everybody else. So. He survived a long time.
Oh, and I love the stories with the other lady from his tribe about how they've had stories for years now about the people from underground coming up.
Yeah.
I thought that was just brilliant. A lot of it reminded me of several different things. It reminded me of 13th Floor when they don't realize that they're not real. It kind of had that feeling. It even reminded me of The Island as far as like realizing this world is not what it's supposed to be. And then I even had a little bit of what's the movie that we like with a spinning top?
Inception. Yeah,
Inception, where this world's not real kind of vibe to it too. I just thought it was fantastic. Like,
yeah, man, it was really good. I mean, hey, Westworld be holding it down with the writing. They be on point with it. So, all right, so that was like a one-off episode right there, just to catch everybody up with that specific character. Now, what's gonna happen with Maeve? I think she's probably gonna survive. They're gonna have to put her back together because I think they're curious.
Like also, like they were saying, which like just is just beautiful writing in itself. As far as plot goes, is that she's the only one that has administrative access, so to speak, to all the hosts. So they need to, in some way, either duplicate her coding, or the easiest way to connect to that is to save her so they can utilize her for whatever purpose. I don't know.
Yeah, she'll be back.
What Dolores said last episode, as far as like they can use you as a weapon against us, is very much seeming to be a thing that could possibly take place. But dang, that was not a good episode. That was a good episode.
It was a really, really good episode. You was right, Christina. You was right. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Westworld Season 2, Episode number 8. And until next time, people, peace.
That Lil Jon vibe in the air, let's go! I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the hardest dude in the club right now. She got the VIP locked down, cause she the baddest chick in the club right now.
I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the baddest chick in the club right now. He got the VIP locked down, cause he the hottest dude in the club right now.
Look, I'm on the guest list, walking past